Morning, team. It is May 1st. Happy May 1st to all of you out there. That means we survived April. We survived one of the most stressful months you may ever experience in your lives due to coronavirus. So congratulations, it's a brand new month. And May 1st means I get to give you another rent collection update from JWB. As you know, we collect rent throughout the month. We measure our milestones throughout the month, and this is a leading indicator towards our full rent collection. And to give you some perspective, historically, we collect 98.5% of rent each month. And in April, we are at 93.5%, which is not 98.5%. But considering the fact that the entire world changed in April and many of the benefits from the stimulus package have still not reached our residents who are struggling, and the fact that there is no recourse for non-payment at the moment in terms of eviction, this is an incredible feat. 93.5% is an incredible accomplishment excuse me, for our property management team, and just goes to reinforce the strength of the relationships that we have with our residents and how we're leading with compassion. And all of our investors out there should feel very good about the fact that we're able to collect such a high percentage of rent in a really, really difficult time. All right, and so what we do is we measure the amount of rent that's collected before the first of the month for the next month. And so in the month of April, well, historically, we collect between 15 to 20% of rent before the month starts. And in April, we collected 17%, and that led to a really high percentage of rent collected, which is 93.5%. So that's a great leading indicator to be between 15 to 20%. We, as of May 1st, are at, drumroll please, we are at 21.5% of May rent collected as of this morning, which is another great leading indicator for May rent collection. So really excited to share that number with you. And just goes to show you that you're investing in a critical need. That's what rental properties are. And that's why you're seeing this be a consistent asset class. Other asset classes may not be a critical need. Some that we thought may be a critical need, like oil, are turning out not to be a critical need. And you're seeing that they do not have consistency in those asset classes. So those who are investing in rental properties are benefiting, and you're seeing it in these really high rent collection numbers. Welcome to everybody who's joining me on the Real Estate Walk and Talk this morning. Thank you for joining me. We've got a few folks here, and I appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time with me this morning. We're talking rent collection numbers, and rent collection for May is looking very good. We always track our rent collection numbers prior to the first of the month as a leading indicator for the next month's rent collection. And historically, we're between 15 to 20%. For those of you who are just joining, we are at 21.5% as of this morning at 5:30 a.m., a great sign for rent collection for JWB clients. And there's a few things that we're paying attention to as we look towards May rent collection. A number of variables, as you can imagine, with coronavirus. So here's a few things that we're paying attention to. Number one, we are closely monitoring how quickly the benefits, both the state unemployment benefits and the federal unemployment benefits, are reaching our residents. Right now, it is really, really slow. Hey, Marilyn, thank you for chiming in. Great numbers. Yes, we're very, very excited about that. And thank you for joining us yesterday on the Q&A, Marilyn. Always wonderful to have your engagement and your involvement in our sessions there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We appreciate you. And Marilyn, did you say that you were a former Dolphins cheerleader? I think you mentioned that in a chat back in the day. That is pretty cool. It's good to know that we have more football fans. Like, I'm a huge football fan, as we can talk about incessantly. So, all right, lest I digress. So 15 to 20% historically is where we're at. For May, we are at 21.5% for rent collection, an incredible feat. The things we're paying attention to, as I mentioned, the state unemployment benefits and the federal unemployment benefits are a mess right now. This is really important because this income is largely going to help residents pay rent and for other critical needs as well. And it's just really slow. And so there's a lot of people that are getting denied. And the state, this is the number one focus for Governor DeSantis that he's mentioned, to get these out. So we expect this to improve in the coming weeks. But it's a mess right now. And so we're closely monitoring that. There's also a Duval County stimulus package. So out of the federal stimulus package, they gave it to the counties to administer the best way that they saw. And Duval County got $160 million to administer. $40 million of that is going to direct payments to people who make less than $75,000 and who lost their job due to coronavirus. And so that is also going to happen. And what we're hearing is that that payment should come much more quickly and efficiently. And that would be a $1,000 direct payment to those folks who qualify for that. So hopefully that comes very quickly. It's being sent out on prepaid cards. So hopefully it is much quicker and doesn't cost anybody any fees. And so we're closely monitoring that. And then the other thing we're monitoring is the moratorium on evictions. Right now it's through May 18th for Duval County. We're seeing what is transpiring. The state of Florida is slowly opening up here. Jacksonville is slowly opening up. So we're waiting and seeing what the rules are there as well. But congratulations to you for making it through April. I hope you have a very positive outlook on May, and I'll continue to keep you updated and have a wonderful weekend. Take care.